Hello guys, this video I just like to share my experience of pull and push on real project from Azure. So for example, this was the earlier project I had. So it was the fighter with the open world, with the forest and the foliage. So because it is a very large open world, and you can see that the size is about 4 gigabytes. And in this case, if we clone it, for the clone is that first we need to get the HTTPS over here, and still we are using a desktop. But the difference is that if by default it will push to GitHub, but we don't want GitHub. Instead, we want Azure, right? So then we can hit clone repository, and instead of go to github.com, we go to URL and then paste this HTTPS over here. Yeah, and also remember the folder of our local directory shouldn't be empty. So here we need to create a new folder to upload. And again, because as I said, it is archive. So on the local directory, when we created the new folder, we should always go to git bash here. And then as you know, we need to hit git LFS install to install that LFS. And then later we just use the traditional way to clone it, and then it will come for sure. That's much more easier. But the challenging is that after I have get it in our local directory, if I did something changing, and again I want to push it back. So whatever I have faced was this error. It was keep coming. Yeah, this one. It was keep coming for weeks. It actually makes me keep questioning myself until the last moment I solved that. And this one, if we read it carefully, so it's actually two questions. So first, it asked us to log in support, and then the second was the LFS line error. So for the first one, see, it has given the hint considering enable it with git config. So whatever it starts with donor, I think it's something related to type the code on the command prompt. So then later what I did was that I just copied until here, these 3 lines of code. I go to desktop. Yeah, let's again go to Git desktop. Let's go to repository and then open command prompt. And then what I did was that I just copy it and then right click and paste. Right click and paste here. And then the first problem is going to be solved. The second problem was that it's counting the line error. What I did was that I just typed this line of code. Yeah, this was the screenshot before. Yeah, it's very easy, very simple. And after I click that, you can see on my downloaded repository on my local directory. So we can still see all of the open world, which is pretty much the same. We can change the camera, yeah, with the fighter, and then this one is also the same with the fighter. Alright, that's everything. Thanks.